Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames. So guys, in this video we're gonna talk about official reports of Tina Knowles Lawson getting a divorce from her husband Richard Lawson. I did a video on this 2 weeks ago, and when I did that video, many people did not believe on what I was reporting. Maybe because I don't have 200,000 subscribers, many people thought I was telling a lie. However, as they say, whatever is in the dark must come to light. And we're learning that Tina Knowles Lawson and Richard Lawson have officially filed for divorce Tuesday of this week, citing irreconcilable differences. Now, there's one thing I can tell you is that I believe that it had to be something really deep that Tina has been working on, and at this point she's like, you know what, F it. I've tried my best, I've done everything that I can, and I'm not seeing that change, so see ya. I wouldn't want to be ya, right? My reason for saying this is because even earlier this year, I know people do fake stuff, but we know that Beyonce and her mom doesn't necessarily believe in divorce. It has to be to the point of extreme for her to say, I want out. And Tina Knowles is a strong woman, right? She's the one that you call a alpha female. Not just that, we know that her daughter is Beyonce, and wherever Beyonce go, Tina is going to want to be a part of that. So Tina might be looking at Richard and saying, you know what, sir? Instead of me being here wasting my time with you, I could be touring with my baby and living my best life. And I believe that, as the tour with Beyonce started, Tina is like, you know what? There is life to be lived out there, and I want to live my best life. See you, Richard. And I wouldn't want to be your Richard. So I believe, she has finally made that decision. And in the court filing, she wants to keep the last name Celestine Knowles. And you can't blame her because her two daughters, they are Knowles. So she's going to keep that Knowles name because if you look at Lawson and Knowles, the Knowles carries more weight. You may say, but, Beyonce's dad Matthew has done a lot. Yes, but it's Beyonce Knowles, even though if you notice, Beyonce is slowly insisting that she is called Carter, which means that it seems as though Beyonce wants to cut the Knowles entirely. But we're not here to talk about Beyonce, are we? So let's talk about Miss Tina Knowles, because this divorce is coming as surprise to many people, and that is because earlier this year she was on the Tamron All show, and she said that she has known Richard for over 40 years. I think she said that like when they were much younger, and they crossed paths again, 40 years later, and she's saying that, it seems as though meeting Richard was God's plan, and her getting married again was God's plan, and it all worked out. That's what she said earlier this year. And not just that, she posted a photo of her and Richard on Instagram saying that, she was at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, never been one to waste some good light, so we had to sneak a picture at the Vanity Fair Oscar party last night with my boo at Mr. Richard Lawson. So I believe that based on all that information, you can tell that Miss Tina Knowles was going above and beyond to make this marriage work. But something in it was just sinking it to the ground, and she got tired and exhausted and said, you know what? I cannot fight this thing anymore, and I don't want to fight it anymore. It is best that I just close this chapter of my life and we both go our separate ways. But what is interesting is the fact that the moment that media reports and several media outlets were reporting that Tina Knowles Tina Knowles Lawson, that is actually getting a divorce, people were like, oh, so that break-in that happened at Tina Knowles' home when she wasn't there, it's given the sense that a little someone might be involved, because it seemed as though it was an inside job. $1 million, jewelry plus money, seems as though someone was taking a few things back. That is what some folks are assuming. Others are citing that Richard had a porn addiction, and the list goes on. But the reality is, neither Richard or Tina has come out to talk about any of those things. And knowing who Tina Knowles is, if someone doesn't have the report of what actually leads to this divorce or had led to this divorce, we will never know from Tina. Maybe Richard, maybe not. Chances are Queen Bee may get a powerful lawyer for Richard to sign a non-disclosure agreement, which will prevent him from talking about her mom, her Beyonce, and, her Carter Knowles family in general. And she would be like, you know what, Richard, if you want to talk about you, talk about you. If you want to talk about your child, talk about your child. Just keep my mom's name out of your effing mouth. Chances are, I believe that the Queen Bee may very well do something like that, just to, keep her family out of the mess, out of the drama, and to provide some protection for the family. That's what I believe they may potentially do. But hey, that's just my opinion. I want to hear from you guys, because you know what? I know that this comes as a shock and as a surprise to many people, but at the same time, if you think about it, right? I could tell that in the beginning, the match wasn't, something that we saw Tina doing. But then when you look into the fact of Tina saying that she has known this person for years and she never thought that she would have remarried again, you could tell that something had ignited in Tina. And that said thing that was ignited may have possibly led to their separation. And listen, if you do 5 years in Hollywood as a married couple, because they were married since 2015, so we have to say they were married 12 years, then I believe that you know what, they have done really well for themselves, because being together 10 years in Hollywood, that is like spending a lifetime with someone. So I think that they give it the best shot that they could while they could have. But hey, that's just my opinion, right? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, and see you all later. Peace.